All right. Today is the 2nd of June, and we are doing our fifth class of Jmeter. Yeah, this is the fifth class of Jmeter. All right. So welcome to all of you folks who are here. Let's go ahead and then continue doing the Jmeter. Yesterday we have worked on one of the test scripts where we had to go and do things like preprocessors, right? So we looked into the bean shell preprocessor. We looked into the BSF preprocessor. So I walked you through different things which you could be doing by using what is called the BSF preprocessor with things like JavaScript and with Groovy and with bean shell scripting. So, and then we signed off last night by saying that today we'll be dealing with something called the post processors. Post processors can be very interesting depending on what you intend to do as a part of your script. So let's talk about a scenario where you have to generate a script, you have to create a script, and that script has to do certain things. Now, let me walk you through. So let me take you to, let's say, for example, if you're going to our website, which is TrainingRite.net. So now it really doesn't matter what website you are dealing with. Now, the fact that I want to show you a few things here on TrainingRite.net. Once you learn these things, you can pretty much take it to any other website and then, try to come up with a similar script for that website. So let's say there are about 10 users that come to this website. When they come to the website, let's say all those 10 users, they log in, right? So we have a login. So when you enter the login username and password, and when you click on submit, they come to this page. Now, on this page, as you can see, depending on who logged in, you have some information about that person. So different users, when they come to this website, not everybody is doing the same thing. Like not everybody, let's say, is going to this LoadRunner or the Selenium testbed or QTP testbed, SoapUI testbed or my account. They might be doing different things, right? So depending on what they are doing, the load on this website gets distributed because putting a load on a website is not about users coming to the website, but also performing different tasks once they come to the website. So some of them probably could be doing things like going into their My Account. Some of them might be going into this QTP. So right now, I want to draw your attention, your focus to the fact that once they come, there's a possibility that they could be clicking on any one of these links, all right? Any one of these links. And it doesn't matter. These links, they say Boston, New York, Philadelphia, and all that. But just for the sake of, to keep the functionality to a very basic level so that you do not lose the focus. So what I have done is for all the pages, wherever they click, let's say they click on Boston. When they click on Boston, I'm showing the same thing. Whatever this is, I'm showing the same thing with the exception that you see here, this is MA. That means that MA is Massachusetts. So that's the state of for Boston. So some users might be going and clicking on Las Vegas. So when they click on that, again, they come to the page. But here, the state here is Nevada. Right? Okay, so from the looks point of view, it might for so that I don't take away your attention, I kept the looks the same, but the only thing which I changed is when I click on Miami, so it is Florida, right? So the functionality is different. So now if it is Florida, probably we could show the pictures of some beaches here for Florida, right? And if it is Las Vegas, maybe we can show some pictures of casinos or whatever they have in Las Vegas. Likewise, if it is San Francisco, probably we might show some pictures of what is San Francisco popular for. Gays, I guess. So probably we can show pictures of some good-looking, Likewise, New York, Orlando, and all that. So the idea here is, do we know as how to create a script so that that script, if let's say 10 people are logging into the site, 10 people are logging into the site. When they come, 10 people, right? 10 people log into the site. Out of 10 people, some might be going and doing these actions. Some might be clicking on that. Some might be clicking on that. When they click on it, they might be coming, and let's say these are the access to the videos, let's say. So they might be coming and then clicking on this to watch Selenium videos. They might be clicking on that. Some might be clicking and watching this QTP video. Some might be clicking and watching. So the whole idea here is how can you create a script where you can do these kind of things randomly, right? Randomly, how can you do that? How can you generate a load which is uniquely random? Wow, what's that? That I like that the way I said it. Uniquely random. Uniquely random is basically you got to make sure that it's perfectly random, meaning that some could be doing this, some could be doing that. So things like that. How are we going to do that? Well, in order to do something like that, if you think in your head how we are going to do something like that, I would say that, well, of course, first of all, let us go ahead and then, record this, right? Record this, and then configure the script in such a way that it is doing these things randomly. So if I have to record it, basically the way I'm going to be recording it is I will go in here and I will create a right click on that and then go and then create a HTTP proxy server. When I create a proxy server, I will give a port number, and I just for the heck of it, I want to give a number 2020. I mean, the country where I come from, they have something a sport called cricket, and they have some new thing now called 2020, and then in 2020 they different teams, they play whatever they play there. So I just want to use that port 2020. Is there any particular reason I'm using the port 20? Nothing, just because it's little popular these days, 2020. Okay, so if you use the port 2020, then you have to go and you have to configure your browser with the same port. So I'm going to do that in a second, but before we do that, before we configure the browser and all that, let's go ahead and then do this, whatever we need to do in here. So I set up the port here, and then do I want to use the same the target controller? I can use recording controller. Recording controller means that it's going to go and then put everything in here under the test plan. If I go ahead and then use the workbench HTTP proxy server, then everything would be here. When everything is here, nothing would be saved. So I got to copy it and then put it back into it. So why not just go and then use the recording controller? And then the next thing is, if I need to exclude some patterns, then I can add those patterns here, like the images and all that. If I need to exclude, I could do that, because sometimes what happens is it'll show you a lot of activity here. When you start recording, it'll record the pictures, it will record the CSS files, it's going to record the JavaScript files, and so it's going to record so many things in there, so which you don't need. So you could pretty much go in there and exclude those by putting those patterns in here and exclude those files. For now, I don't really care too much about that, so I'm going to keep it like that. I don't want to start the proxy yet till I go ahead and then configure my browser. So I'm going to go and then configure my browser. So I will use, even though we can use any browser, I'm just going to use the Firefox, and I will go ahead and then configure my Firefox proxy. So over here, tools, and I'm going to go into options, and in options, I'm going to go and then select this advanced here. Select the advanced, and from these tabs, I'm going to be selecting the network tab, and then I will click on the settings. When you click on the settings, only because I have used this in the previous class, I guess, so you see the setting of 2020 here. So you just go and say manual proxy configuration, right? And the port is already set to 2020, and then I hit OK, and I hit OK. Now, my browser is configured properly. So if I go here and if I start it, it is going to go and then record everything, right? So I'm gonna start, and then I will come to the browser, and then I will type my TrainingRite.net as my website. Okay, I come to this page. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to go in here and take a look what had happened in here. And as you can see, lo and behold, you have like so many things in here, right? Now, the fact that everything got recorded here and not in the test plan is because I did not use a recording controller here. I should have used a recording controller in there, so I did not use that, so everything came over here. That's fine. So I'll just go ahead and then copy the stuff and then put that. So what I can do is either while I'm recording, either I can, let me just stop in here just to explain you what is happening. When I stop it, now I can go here and remember this JS, JavaScript, and then CSS, and then JPEG and GIF and all that. So I can pretty much go and then delete all of them. So I can delete this. So I'm going to be left with, see, this is the home page, right? So I'm going to be left with this home page. So even this is some geo trust, something I don't even need that, so I can delete that. So this is my home page. So this is my home page. So I can basically cut or copy or something. I will copy, and then I'm going to take it in here, and then I can basically create a thread group here. This is my thread group, and inside my thread group, I'm going to go here and then paste it, right? So I pasted it inside my thread group. So this is going to be my TrainingRite homepage. So I'm going to say home page for my TrainingRite. All right. So that's what we have recorded so far. That's my homepage. Now the next thing which I can do here is I can come back into my proxy and start my proxy. Right? This is my home page, so I can even get rid of it from here. And in my proxy, I'm going to start my proxy, go back here to my thingy here, and try to, from the home page, I'm trying to log in here. So for login, I will enter my username 732-998-6650, and then I will tab to go into the password, and my password is lowercase my name, IRFAN. So that's the password, and I hit submit. So once I do that, I come in here. So what I'm going to do is, only because we are in the beginning of recording and learning how to record, I will go back in here and I will check what it did. And if you see here, basically, let me stop the recording here. And if you see, here are some of the pages. This one, and this is an image. This is a CSS. This is that. So these 4 pages we don't need, so I'm going to delete that, right? So this is the home page. and this is the page where we went from the home page. So if you see, I basically came to this AB cust search from there. So if I go back in here and if I take a look into my script, this is the AB cust search. AB cust search. So that's where AB cust search. That's where. So that's the name of the page. So I will give it, kind of like a better name. So this is home page. So in the home page, remember we were logging into the home page, and onto this page, basically this I can say that this is the customer search page, right? So I can say that I came to this customer search page. So I'm gonna go in here and say customer search page, right? So this is the customer. So this is the home page. This is the customer search page. Now there's the second page. We came in here. After we came in, now if you look into it, to come to this page, when we came to this page, right? So we use this. This is the username and this is the password. Down the road, we can parameterize this, right? So I'll give you more of the logins to parameterize, just for the heck of it. If I could remember, let me just go out of here and 987654321, and I think the password is Jmeter. Yeah. So see here, user one, Jmeter user one. So that's another one. So the assignment for you guys is we will use a CSV where we will use this 732.998.6650, and this is the password. The second one is 987.654.321, and Jmeter is the password. And the third one is 876-543-210. Jmeter is the password. So now for parameterization purpose, right? So if you want to use that, you can use it. So I'm gonna go and then save this in Jmeter training, and this is the login. TrainingRite login data, right? So if we have to use it, we can use it. At least this is getting recorded as a part of our video. So if you guys ever have to go and do parameterization, you can use this as the usernames and passwords, right? So you can use that because to log in, you have basically, I'm calling it phone numbers and passwords. So that's what you can use it as. Okay, coming back now. So I have the customer search page. And then after the customer search page, once you come to the customer search page, what is the next action which we can do? From here, it can fork out to the user can go here. I'll not take 100 different scenarios. I'll take only 2 scenarios so that we can focus. The user, once he logs in, he can go into my account. He can go in here, go in here, or he can go and click on these links, or he can go and click on that. So I'll start off here. He or she will click in here, right? So we'll do the recording of that, and then I will also show you. He will click on it. So once we goes inside it, what action he performs or she performs from inside this, that also we will record, right? So for now, so far we have from the home page, this is the home page. We logged in here to the customer search page. We are in here. And when we logged in, we passed these 2 parameters to log in here. And once we are here, the next task we have on hand is once here, he is going to click on this link. So let us record the clicking of this link. So to record the clicking of that link, I'm going to come in here and I'll make sure that we start that, and then I will go to my this one, and then I will click on that. Once I click on that, right, basically it is like, try and understand, this is the administrator global management secured access, right? So I'm just going to call it like admin account or something like that, right? Admin account. So when we clicked on that, we came over here. So I'm going to go back in here, stop, and even though if you look in here, we came to this online projects here. We came to online projects. So that is the page we came to. So the rest of the pages are all garbage, let's say. So we will go and we can delete all of them. So all of them are gone. All of them are gone. So we need this one. So this is what do I want to call this? Let's say I want to call this as I don't know, maybe admin, because that's where we went, right? Admin admin page, let's say. This is the admin page. So the home page, from there we went to the customer search page, from there we went to the admin page. All right, okay, admin page. Now in the admin page, from the admin page, I can do two things from the admin page. What I can do from the admin page, I can basically from the admin page, which is hang on for a second, here, from the admin page, right? When a user, let's say when users come in, they might go to this page, they might go to that page, they might go to that page, any page they will go to. Now okay, here is the deal. Let me go in here, and if I'm recording, I'm not recording, so that's good. What I'm going to do here is, so far we have established the scenario where a user comes to the website, logs in. After he logs in, clicks on a link and come to this page. On this page, he has the option of clicking into any one of this, right? And now, how do you distinguish? How do you find out which one they are clicking on it? Now, when I hover on it, I want you to see here. I want you to pay attention here. Particularly pay attention to the last part of it. So let me erase it. Let me do that. Okay. So when I do that, what does it say? It is going to trainingrite.com / page ID equals 187. So let me just do a few things in here. So from the admin page, right? A user can click on any of the links, right? So example, let's say he clicks on this Selenium link. That is basically www.trainingrite.com, right? Trainingrite.com / page / page _ ID equals 187, something like that, right? That's for this Selenium. Excuse me. When they go for this manual training, page ID 1332. So example, let's say manual training. It is pretty much the same. So what I'm trying to do here is trying to establish a pattern here, 13232. And if you go to page 1479, so example, if he goes to LoadRunner, right, and it is going to be LoadRunner is 1479. 1479. So the bottom line here is, I mean, there might be 200 links. So am I going to go and then do for all 200? No, but one or two or three, so that we can see, is there any sort of pattern here? And the pattern here is they all have the same link here, if you see, up to page ID, and the number which is changing is this page ID number is changing. Page ID number is changing, right? So this is for the admin page. This is for the admin page. So what we are going to do here is, so once he comes to the admin page, once he comes to this admin page, right? Once he comes to this admin page, from the admin page, he's going to click on any one of them, right? So let us record that. Let us record that when he came here, he or she, they might be clicking on any one of these links. Let's say they might be clicking on any one of these links. So let us record any one of this. So how do we do that? We come in here, we go to this one, and I say start, and I come back here, and I'm clicking on this QTP, clicking on QTP. When I click on QTP, I go to TrainingRite.com, page ID 407. That's fine. So I'm going to come in here, stop that. And as you can see, when I stop that, there is a JS, there is a CSS and all that. So the thing which I'm going to be looking into is when I click on that, it is telling me that it took me to TrainingRite.com, page ID is 407, and that's where I am. This is page ID 407. So the link, the page which is important is this, because this is page ID 407, TrainingRite.com. This is the important. The rest of the stuff, I can literally go and delete all this. I don't need that, right? So I can delete all this. Okay, now it is over. So this one, I will say that this is nothing but our TrainingRite.net or .com, TrainingRite.com course page, right? Course page. So that's how I will see the navigation. Okay, so we go to the home page. From the home page, basically we go to this customer search page by passing this, right? And we can parameterize this later on, passing this. From there, we go to the admin page. From the admin page, we go to, by clicking on one of the links, we go to this page. All right. Okay. So this is one part of the script. Right. So going back, so this is the flow. We come in. Right. So after you log in, right? After you log in, one flow is right. So one of the flows is because I will one second. Let me do it here. So one of the flow is you click on that, right? 732-998-6650. Okay, one of the flow is you click on that, right? And then you go here. From here, you can go anywhere. So when I recorded, I recorded this QTP. So we came here. This is one flow. Now, what I will do is, I have the script now. Right? So what we will do is, we will run the script and see if it is working the way we want it to work. And then change the script completely so that it can randomly, do things. So first of all, let us see if it is working or not. In order to make sure this is working or not, first of all, I'm gonna go here and add to this a listener, right? And the listener can be this listener which I have added to it. Now I will go ahead and I will run this to see what is happening. So if I run, I have to go and save it. So I'm gonna go and save it into my day May batch. and this is going to be day 5. Day 5, and in day 5, our script today is going to be for TrainingRite net site, and this is going to be the topic is going to be post processors, right? And I'll come to that topic. Now, one second, I can't see you guys. If you have any questions or something, I can't really see you. So let me see if anybody has got any question, because the box which is in here, it is hiding in the back, so I can't see. Okay, so nobody got any questions, so that's good. So we are here. So I ran. Now let us see if it behaved the way we wanted it to behave, right? So how can we make sure that it behaved the way we wanted it to behave? So first of all, we click on login, right, and see what was the request. The request was to go to trainingrite.net. Now, did it go there? Let us go into the response. What you see here, it's a text response. So let me just make it visually rich for us to see, which is the HTML download. So did it go there? Of course, it went there. As you can see, it is here, right? So it went there. This is the home page. So this is where we were going. Now, when I click on that, the second one, I click on that. So in the second one, my request was I wanted to go to this page. I wanted to go to that page. I went to that page, right? And then you can see I logged in as that. I logged in as that. Now, the third one is from here, I clicked on the admin page. So did it go to the admin page? Let's see. Did it go to the admin page? Let us go down here. Yes, it go to the admin page. This is the admin page. It go to admin page. See, this is what it was showing. And so it went to the admin page. From the admin page, now when I click on that, it should go to the QTP page in trainingrite.com site. So when I click on that, let us see. Okay, this is the trainingrite.com site, and did it go to the QTP page? Let us see if it went to QTP page. Let me move these boxes a little bit. Is this the QTP page? This is the QTP page. So it did went. So my script is functional. My script is functional. Now, this we did not do anything here as far as the script is concerned. We just recorded it. No big deal. Now the big question here is, now I have to make this script random. Random in the sense that imagine that when there are like 10 users logging in, right? When 10 users log in, right? Those 10 users should not be doing the same routine thing, like log in here and then go to the, I want diversification here. When they go to the admin page, I don't want all of them to go to the QTP page. I want one to go to QTP page, the other one to go to Selenium page, the other one to whatever the possibility is, wherever they could go, I want them to go. So when they come to this page, they could go to manual testing, to Selenium, to business, to QTP, to wherever. So I want to SoapUI. So I want them to go everywhere. So how can I do that, where I can take a script which has been recorded and then work on that script, configure that script so that it can become using my processors, using my post processors, I can uniquely make sure that they perform random clicking on this page, right? So that they can go anywhere. So for that, what I have to do, this is basically what I have to do. And first of all, I'll show it to you what I'm doing, and then we will worry about it. So all this I am not touching right now, right? This first part we already know as how to do the parameterization of this. We already know. I mean, I think I have already shown you day 1 or day 2. I have shown you how to do the parameterization of that. So that's no big deal. So you can just take a config element, the CSV config element, and configure it, and then it'll take this, and then it'll do that. So I will leave that as an assignment for you guys to do that. So the next thing is, after we come here, Now, even on this page, they can click wherever we want to click. I will do it little later. So right now, on this page, I want them to go and then click on that. Click on that for now. Here, I will make them randomly go somewhere. So where is this happening? Clicking on this randomly on this page, this online projects page. So this online projects page, is this admin page. So in the admin page, I will do something in the admin page. What am I going to do in the admin page? Basically, what I'm going to do in the admin page is I am going to say that, well, over here, I will see if I can see a pattern. If I can see a pattern, clicking on these links, if I can see a pattern, right? So if you see here, we said on this admin page, they can click on Selenium, they can click on manual training, they can click on LoadRunner training. So the thing here is, if I somehow make them use different of these page IDs, then they can go and then click differently. So now the question is, how can I make them use these IDs? Now, do I have to go and add, let's say, to this add a config element and take a CSV and put all those IDs there? No, that is not a best approach. Why it is not a best approach? Because if I put in there an ID, and if that ID changes down the road, let's say if they change this manual to 1332, it is 1332 right now. If you see here, it is 1332. A developer, let's say it changes to 1382. Then I have to go in my test script and I have to change that in the CSV. I have to do that. So there's a lot of maintenance for that. So we don't want to do that. So what we want to do is, as soon as the page loads, right, the page loads, we have to go and we have to extract from here. We have to extract using what is called a regular expression. I have to go and I have to extract this number. I have to extract this number and make sure that I pass that number. I pass that number as a link. I pass that number so that it can randomly go and then click it. So how can we pass that number? If you see here, passing of that number is coming here, page ID 407. Because we clicked on QTP is for. So what I will do is I will go in here and I will say whatever possible numbers are here, I will take all those numbers and I will once I capture all those numbers, next time here I will randomly use those numbers here, right? Whatever numbers I'm capturing. So how do we do that? So the whole deal is here on this page, on this admin page. The whole deal is I have to go and I have to extract my pattern matching here is this 187, page ID equals 187. That basically I have to extract whatever the numbers are. For SoapUI, I did not even type for SoapUI here. The last one I typed was for the LoadRunner. I did not type for SoapUI. SoapUI is 518, right? And after SoapUI, probably there is a QTP or what is this? Quality Center is 1102. SQL for testers is 1122. So I did not even type all of this, right? So let us see how we can go and extract that using our regular expression. So for that, what I have to do here is I'm going to go in here into this admin page, right click and say, yesterday, what did we cover? We covered the preprocessors. I covered Bean Shell. I covered preprocessors. I showed you different ways, JavaScript, Groovy coding, and Bean Shell. Everything I showed it to you here. So today, we're going to be going into the post processors. And in the post processor, what I will be doing is we can use any of the post processor, but I want to use a regular expression extractor. Why do I want to use a regular expression extractor? What is the purpose of that? The purpose of the regular expression extractor is so that I could do the following. What I want to do, this is what I want to do. On that page, the thing which I am interested in here is the page ID, because if you see here, in the next page, when I click on that, to go to TrainingRite.com for QTP or whatever, I have to supply a different page. So I have to supply this page ID. I have to supply a number. So what I'm interested in here is this page ID to be different. So what are the different page IDs here on this page? What are the different page IDs on this page? I mean, there are many. There are many. And that is exactly what I need to extract. So the page ID is, the thing which I need to extract is page ID and some number. It can be a small number. If you see here, it can be a 4-digit, it can be a 3-digit, or some number it is, right? So some, let's say, some few characters number. So I can say few character numbers it is, right? So this number is what I am interested in to extract. And once I get to know this number, right, whatever that number is, right, I can pass that number, different number I can pass here, and then I can go to different pages, right? So that's basically what I have to do. Page ID equals whatever that number. So that number is what I have to extract. So if I want to extract that number, now take a look into it. You run it once. After you run it once, go into this view results, right? And go into that page. This is the admin page. Right? Go into the admin page. In the admin page, we have that page ID, right? So don't look from a computer's point of view, not from a human point of view. From a computer point of view, you have to go into the text, and now here you do page ID equals, right? And try and find that. And if you see find, right, you will see that over here it found it. So you see that this is for Selenium. There's a page ID of 187. Let us do one more. Page ID of 1332. Let us do one more. Page ID of 1479. So we have page ID. So how many possibilities? So many possibilities of the page ID. At least like so many possibilities. So let us do it one more time. Page ID. So if I have to extract all of these page IDs, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us not even count. There could be 200, 2000, or 3 or 4. What I am interested in is this page ID equals the number, and after that number, whatever is the first character. If that is a double quote, take the double quote. If it is whatever is the first character, just take that. So I just copied that and I come in here, and this is exactly what I am interested in. This is exactly what I don't care about the number though, but whatever this sign is, right? This is what I am interested in. Okay, now, sorry. So now what we have to do is I have to go and extract all the page IDs from this page, right? So how can I tell to extract all the page IDs? I'm not going to say 1332, 1479, 501. I just say that wherever you find this page ID equals whatever that number, grab all that. So the way you do that is using something called a pattern matching, right? So pattern matching is done, right, using regular expressions. Okay, so now using regular expression, I have to come up with a pattern. So how do I come up with a pattern? Anything it is, right? So let us focus on the pages. If you understand this, you are understanding a major thing in creating Jmeter scripts. Trust me, you will be doing wonderful stuff if you understand this particular topic. It is going to be a little bit tricky in the beginning, but I hope I would be able to do a good job making you understand, and then you will appreciate after you understand it. Okay, so the idea here is I have to capture this page ID equals 187. So the number which is varying here, right? Or I shouldn't say the number, the characters or the thing which is varying here is page PAGE underscore ID equals, that's the same everywhere. Here, 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 everywhere it's the same. So what is changing is these characters, right? These characters. And if you see here in the script here, if you see in that the response data, page ID equals 187 followed. So this is the one which is changing, right? So this is the one which we need. So if we need something, this is what you have to work with. Number one, you have to look at what is the left boundary, right, of the number which we are interested in, right, or the thing which we are interested in. Number two, then what is going to be the regular expression, right, which is the actual part, right? And number three is what is the right boundary. Now so far I can tell you that it is very confusing for you, but now it will make sense. Now look at this, stare at that. The thing which we need is this, right? So this is the actual one. So this is the actual part which we are interested in. So we want to make a regular expression for this. Now for the left of this is what? Whatever is the left of this. So let us come up with that. Left of this is page underscore ID equal. That's the left of it, correct? That's the left of it. What is on the right of it? The right of it is this thingy, right? On the right of it is that. So the right of it is that. Now, so I got the left of it. The left of it is actually this, right? Page ID equals. That's the left of it. The right of it is that. Got it? The right of it is that. Now, so whatever is remaining, the actual part, whatever is remaining, the actual part, that is some what? That is some digit. And there can be any number of digits. So this plus will say that it can be any number of digits. This backslash is a character saying that it is going to be a digit, and this can be any number of digits. So now if you see, this is the left boundary, this is the right boundary, this is the actual regular expression. So if you have to come up with the whole thing is going to be, right? If you have to come up with the whole thing is going to be page underscore ID, right, equals, this is the left part of it. Right? Now, we are interested in the actual part. So this is the left part of it. So you have to say the left part. And then the actual part is, take the parentheses, that D plus close parenthesis. What is the right part? The right part is just that. So this is your regular expression. Now you have to, whenever you want to capture something, whatever it is, you have to come up with the regular expression of that. And the way you come up with the regular expression of anything which you want to capture is, first of all, see the pattern, something which you want to capture. And then after that, write it down, these three things. There's a left boundary, there's a regular expression which you have to come up with, and then there's a right boundary. So what is the left boundary? The left boundary is anything, whatever is the variable number, anything to the left of it is the left boundary. So that is my left boundary. And what is the right one? Any character which is on the right of that is that. Now for this 187 can be written as, because 187 is the varying number, so it can be written as, in the bracket, in the parenthesis, it's a number, so it's a D as in digit, any size number, and this designates whatever you want, if it is a string or a number or a whatever, right? So that's what it is. So this is your regular expression. This is your regular. Now let us go and do that, extract that regular expression. So if I go in here on this page, right click on that, right, go into the post processor and go and get the regular expression extractor. Now I come to the regular expression extractor. So I want to extract all the possible numbers from this admin page, right? And once I extract that, every time you run, randomly it is going to pick one from the collection of all that. It is going to pick one. So if it picks the QTP page ID is going to be page underscore ID equals 407, right? If it picks up some other, it will pick up page underscore ID equals 1322, something like that, right? So when it picks up that, so it picks up based on how you set it up here. So these are few things, 4 or 5 things which you have to set up. So whenever you put the regular expression extractor, the first thing is you have to come up with the reference name. What is the reference? Reference name is what are we trying to capture here? Basically, we are trying to capture page ID, right? So page ID is so basically that's kind of like the name which you want to give. So page ID is the different number which we are going to capture. Now, what is the regular expression for that? Now, we came up with the regular expression, right? That's what I was explaining you all about. So this is the regular expression. So I'm going to take that and put it in here, right? That is going to be the page underscore ID equals parenthesis backslash D plus and then parenthesis close and percent. So double quote. So that's that. Now, template is it is going to be $1. Now you would say, what the heck? What is that? Right? So let's say on this page, we are only looking for the page ID. Let's say if you were also looking for one more, maybe you are looking for something else over here, this images or something. So that is one more regular expression, right? So that means that it will be, there are 2 regular expressions. So it would have said this is the template. This is the template for only one regular expression. If you have more than one, then you would say $1, and then if it is the second one, $2. And then the second one would come in here. Whatever is the second one would come here. So right now we have only one. So just remember, most of the time you have only one. So $1, right? Okay. So this is the name of that reference name. This is the extractor. This is the template $1. And this here is, do you want it in the random order? Because here, if you see how many we have, this one. So when it is going to select that, okay, we will click on this one or this one or this one. So you want it to randomly go and select any one, or you want that first time it looked at this one, second time when you run it should look at that one, third time it should. So I would say that do it randomly. So if it is randomly, 0 for randomly, right? And let's say for whatever reason, if it was not able to, something happened. Maybe the page, the developer changed the page, or the numbers are not the same. It was not able to find it. So what should it say? So we will say that page ID, not found, something like that. So in our report, we can put something like that. All right. Okay. So this is what we did. We created the regular expression extractor. Now, if we want to make sure this regular expression extractor is working or not, what we will do, of course, we're going to save it, right? And let us take this regular expression extractor. Let's copy it. We ran it already, right? We ran it already. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and see if our regular expression extractor is good or not, if it is working or not. And the way we can find out if it is working or not is I'm going to go into this results, right? And in here in the admin page, we have all of this, right? So here I will test. we'll go with regular expression extractor. And then if I put my regular expression, and if I say test, if he's able to find, see now it was able to find 8. So that means that my this expression which I created, this will work. This will work because I was able to find 8 matches, and these are all the 8 matches, and it worked. So what did I do? How did I test it? First of all, when I created my regular expression, and if you see, we worked hard to create that. With all this I explained you, we worked hard to create that. And if we want to make sure that this is working, when you run it, so you come to the page where you are going to do the regular expression extractor. So come to that page and go in here and do the regular expression extractor. Put your regular expression there, and then do a test. If it comes back in here, if it is working here, then definitely in our thing it will work now. So how can we prove that it is going to work? What was the whole purpose of this regular expression extract? Why did we even put it in here? We put it in here because if we have, let's say, if we have 10 users, when 10 users come, we want all those 10 users to click randomly, not all the time. If we did not had this, all the time they would have gone to this 407. Now that we have this, we want them to take this page ID, take that page ID, and we want them to use that whatever value it is going to get in that page ID. I want them to use that page ID to go in here. So how can it use that page ID? So here in place of 407, I don't want it to use 407. I want it to use $, right? And inside this, I want it to use this page ID. Now what happens is, whatever page ID it captures from here, it is going to pass that page ID here. So this page ID will be used to click to go to TrainingRite.com. So before it was always taking you to 407. Now it is going to take a different page ID. So now let us go and save it, and then go in here, do that, and then try to run it to see if it will do what we want it to do. All right. So here we go. So okay. So now we have something in here. Let us go take a look. Right. Okay. So the one which we are interested in. Now you would say that, how come it is like login, right? That is because of the fact that these 10 users, they are coming out, right? So try and think about like you have this is, let's say, the finish line, and this is the start line. So now you have 10 people running, right? So all 10 are not going to run with the same speed. One will run a little faster, the other one will run a little slower, the third one will run much faster, the third. So we don't know how they are going to run from here to there, right? So that is what is happening when they are running. All 5 are going and then clicking on this home page and all that. If you want, one by one they have to do that, then we don't have to use it as 10 here. We have to use it as 1, and then we have to use it at 10 here. So that means that they all will do login, this, and then come back and then do login and all that. So now if I go with this way, now you see that, okay, login, this, login, this, login, this. Anyway, so now what I am interested in is seeing that at this page, based on our regular expression, at this page, admin page, we would have extracted something and passed it to this course page. So every time before, this course page was taking me to QTP. So let me see where it is taking me now. So this is down here. I will do that. So this should tell me where it is taking me in my response, right? And if you want to know where it is taking me, so this scroll down a little bit. So this is SQL for testers. See, SQL for testers. Now I will go again here, right, where this is the course page. So now login, customer search, admin, this is course page again. So when I do the course page, let me see which one it is now. And this is the LoadRunner training. See, now we are going to a different one. So now again, if we go to the course page, let us see which one it is taking me. It is taking me to SQL for testers again. Now let us see this course page where it is taking me, hopefully to a different one, manual testing. See that it is taking me to manual testing. And if you go further here to this course page where it is taking me, it is going to take me to LoadRunner, because we don't have much variety there. So, but at least let us see this course page. It should definitely be something different. QTP. This is QTP, and this course page probably is something different again. And this is SQL for testers. And finally, if we go in here, this course page should be something different, probably LoadRunner, and this course page something different, SQL for testers, and finally this one probably. But there is some variety. This is business analyst. See that there is some variety. Now, so how did we manage to do that? We managed to do that with all our regular extractor. With a regular extractor, I created this, and then we did that. Now, if you followed everything, let us talk a little bit about this scenario. Let's say you log in, right? 987654321, and over here the password is Jmeter. You log in here. Once you log in, now notice once you log in, we don't even have that link here. See that? We don't even have that link. So this is another scenario when users log in with a different username. Now they have to go and click on any one of this. So I will do it for, let's say, for Dallas. I'll do it for Dallas. This is Dallas. But then I want you to help me. We will do the recording where I'll just do it for one. I'll do it for one. I'll do it for Chicago or Dallas or whatever. And then I want you to help me to write it, to configure my script using regular expressions, so that when I put the load, they are randomly clicking on these. They're clicking on San Fran, they're clicking on Miami, Philadelphia, and all that. Now, doable, number one, doable, can we do it? Right? That's number one. Number two, of course, if it is doable, how would we do it? So if you understand this, if you do this, if you understand that, I think you will be able to understand the whole concept, and you will be able to do it for any kind of script you can record, and then you can put load on it depending on how you use the regular expression extractors. Okay, so let us come up with this scenario. So what I'm going to do is I will close this, right? Save. What's this? Save. Yeah, save that. Okay, I saved that. Now this is the plan. For this, let us do the first recording first. So to do the recording, let me to do the recording, there is a proxy set to 2020. So here I go in here, I create that and do that, go there, 2020, right? And after I do 2020, I'm going to do this. I'm going to come in here, create a thread group, right? And inside the thread group, I will go here and I will create a logic controller and a recording controller. And in this controller, I will direct everything from here, from the proxy into that. So see here. So there is this recording controller inside the thread group. That is where I want everything to go and then get recorded. Okay. So to record, I have to go and I have to do a start here. So I do a start and I come here and I type here TrainingRite www.trainingrite.net. Okay, all right. I do that. So this is my first page, right? Just for the heck of it, if I go and if I expand my recorder, see, all that is the first page. Now, so much of junk, right? Which one I'm interested in? This one. How do I even know that? Because this is the main TrainingRite. This is the home page, right? So the rest of all this is I can delete. I can delete the rest of them. Okay, good. So here, this is the home page. So I'm gonna call this as home page, right? Now from the home page, I will log in. So I will call this home page login, right? Okay, good. Now the next thing is from here, I'm logging in. So I'm just gonna go in here and use 987-654-321. And I'm going to do, my password is Jmeter lowercase, and I click on submit. Okay, so I come in here. So let me go back in here and see that. Okay, so if you don't know what page, here it is telling you the AB Cust search. So AB Cust search is the page which we are interested in, and this page is basically customer, right? Search page or login page, whatever you want to call it. Successful logged in page or something, doesn't matter. Successful, it's a label. Logged in page. Okay, good. Okay, now I don't need these two. So I could get rid of them, right? Okay, so I have this home page. I have customer logged in page, right? Once we come in here, what can he do? Let's say he goes to Miami, right? So I want to go and then click on Miami. When I click on Miami, I come to this page, and this is this Florida, Miami, right? So I come to this page. So let me go in here, and if you see here, the name of the page here is ABG new whatever, state is Florida. So this is that page, right? State is Florida, right? Now the other two I don't need, so I can get rid of them, right? So I have my script now. So this is, let me call this as, this page as, what is this page? This week went in location, something like that. So I will call this as location, right? Okay. Okay, so I am done with my recording. So these three things I needed. So I'm gonna go in here. I will stop my recording. I'll stop my recording, and I will see that if I want to see my results, I'm gonna go and add a listener. I will add this listener, and I will just do. If I do a run, it has to go to the home page. It has to log in successfully, and it has to go to a destination, and the destination is Florida. That's where it has to go, right? Okay, here we do. Save it. So this is day 5. I will say that TrainingRite, and this is for the locations. Okay. All right. So as you can see, these pages, login. I requested that to that main page. I went to the response. Let me just go in here and do that, right? So that I came to the main page. As you can see, this is the main page, and here we would be entering that. So from here, I will click on that, and I went into the Jmeter user 1. And here I would have clicked in. I had clicked into Miami. So when I clicked in Miami, this should be showing me Florida, right? Okay, so my test is good. What we need to do now is in the second page, right? In this page, I want to click anywhere on this. How can I make the script? So here is that. So here on this, right? So we want to basically make it click anywhere, right? So how can I make it click anywhere? Basically, the way I can make it click anywhere is on this page, on the logged in page. If you see here on the logged in page, I have to see, this is, I got to go and see if there is any pattern here, if there is any pattern. If I go here and if I recreate that scenario of going to TrainingRite.net, right, and log in here with 987654321 Jmeter, and do that. So let us see. Now again, I want you to keep an eye here. I want you to keep an eye. Keep an eye here in the bottom here to see when I click on these things what happens, right? So click an eye. So what is that? Miami, when I go on Miami, the thing which is changing is question mark state equals FL. Here state equals TX. Here state equals AZ. Here state equals CA. So when I click on that, see here state equals CA, right? Okay, let me go back. When I click on Orlando, state equals FL. When I go back in here, click on New York. Oh, that's interesting. We will look into that. That's very interesting. Now let us click on Philadelphia. So state equals PA. So state equals PA is keep changing. State equals PA. State equals PA keeps changing. Okay. So my regular expression is state equals. This is my regular expression. This is state equals, right? This is going to be my regular expression. So let us see how to create that regular expression. So let me take you in here, and from this we will see how we are going to. So if you want me to write the story, I can write the story. The story, it is going to be something like that. The story is from the customer logged in page, right? From the customer logged in page, right? User can click on any of the location links, right? Okay, good. Example, Miami. When it is Miami, it will say the following. Hang on. Let's say take that. Come over here. Sorry. When it is Miami, let's say it will say that. It will say state equals Florida. Now, example, if it is not Miami, if it is, I don't know, San Diego, right? San Diego or Phoenix. If it is Phoenix, it is going to be AZ. And example, if it is Miami, I've already taken. So if it is Philadelphia, then it is PA. All right. Okay. So now from here, we see that there is a pattern for state equals, right? State equals whatever. See that? That's the pattern. So let us look for state equals. Let us look for that in the results here. So in the results, you go in here and you go into the text and you search for state equals. And if you see here, state equals, now state equals MA, state equals NY, state equals PA. So we can keep doing next. So take that, take whatever it is. So take the whole thing, right? And come over here and notice that this is what we are interested in. It is state actually. Okay, so now for pattern matching, right? Pattern matching is done using regular expression. So I have to do one left boundary, left bound. I have to do second the regular expression I have to come up with, right? And then 3 is the right bound, right? Okay. So for the left bound, it is what? What is to the left of this FL? It is state equals. That's to the left of that. And actually what it is that like a D? Is that like you know, I don't know what you want to call it. It's not a digit, right? So we will do that, and let's say it is S plus, let's say, right? Like a string, right? Is that S plus, or is that like a single character? So we can also do something like this. We can do dot and question mark. So there are so many what do you call, there are so many different regular expressions that you can come up with. So we will try, we will see if this would work. And on the right side is what? On the right side it is going to be that. So if I have to actually come up with the regular expression, what is on the left side of it? This one. So take that. That's the left side of it. What is that? This is the actual one. This is the actual one. And what is on the right side? That. So this looks like my regular expression. Now let me take it, right? Let me take it. Before I go right click, go and add a preprocessor and do that and come up with, this is going to be state, right? Agree? Because it's state. Regular expression is going to be that, and it is going to be $1 and this is going to be 0. But how can I make sure that this is the right one? So I'm going to go in here and go into the regular expression tester, and here I can try with this and see if this works. Match count 0. So that means that it is not working, right? It is not working. So what we came up with, this is not working. So let's try. The other one is dot asterisk and question mark. And let's see, right? There you go. So as you can see, so now you might be saying, what the heck? Well, how did you even come up with that? How did you even come up with that? I mean, how am I supposed to even do that? Right? Basically, what happens is, does it matter what letter we put in the regular expression? Okay, let me tell you how you come up with the regular expression. What happens is, there are not going to be many regular expressions. There are this S means string. S means string. So if you were looking for a long sentence, let's say, like the lazy fox jumps on a dog or whatever, right? So then there are words in there. Then you want to go with that. But if you're going with, let's say, characters, then you can try this. So what did we do? We said dot asterisk question mark. So if you go look into that, dot asterisk question mark. Dot asterisk means any character. What is a character? 1 is a character, percent is a character, question, any character. And this question mark means that we don't care about how many of them. So FL, so this F, because F is, this can be F, this can be K, this can be 0, this can be P, it can be anything, right? So that is why now this thing works. So I'm going to take that, go into my regular expression here and change it to that, right? Change it to that. Now that I change it to that, right? Now that we change it to that, so what would happen now? Basically, if I go in a thread group and if I say that, if I go with, let's say, 5 of this, so every time 5 users, or there's only 1 user, but if we do it 5 times, one time it is going to extract Florida, one time it's going to extract whatever. So we will have different things to look into in the results, right? Okay, so let me just do that, and let me just save it, and let me just run it and see what would happen. So this time, if I do it, um, it should show me my response is see Florida now, right? Okay, let me do it. This one. This is also Florida. Let me do that. Now, can you tell me, I know the answer, why it is giving me Florida, 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 right? Every time, even if I do it 100 times, it will give me Florida. But can you tell me why it is giving me Florida? Okay, so yeah, I forgot to change. Where did I forgot to change? What did I forget, and where did I forgot to change? So basically what I did is I did everything here. I did everything here. But so it is capturing it in here. But when I'm passing it, right? When I'm passing it, I'm still passing Florida. I'm still passing Florida. So I can have my any number of extractors, whatever. But as long as I'm still passing Florida, so I have to pass. I have to dollar, and in here I have to pass that variable state. Right? I have to pass that because that's where I'm extracting everything. That's where I have to pass it. And now if I go in and if I clean up the mess and if I run it now, let me save it and run it one more time, and then you will see that we are going to go, and this time it is going to be Arizona. This time it is going to be Texas, and this time it is going to be again Arizona, again Nevada, and finally, I don't know what, Texas again, right? So as you can see, it did change, and if we do one more, probably it is going to be, this is California now, and if we go with another one, Michigan, right? So we have some variety here, right? So if we go in here, so which one, what, location, right? So what happened here? It probably might have clicked on something, that New York thing. Yeah, Illinois, and location here is Texas. So that was Michigan, and that one. Okay, so that's how you will use the regular expression, and then you can do whatever you need to do in here in the regular expression. Okay, now okay, what we will be doing basically next is what would be a best listener to use if you want to give a report of this to your peers? You know, you can, what happens, Naz, is you have different levels of people working, you know, in your group. So if you have, let's say, some developers, some programmers, then believe it or not, you can even use as a listener, you can even go ahead, rather than using this, I would say that go ahead, take the listener. The listener can be your BSF listener, and then or your bean shell listener, and then capture everything, whatever you're capturing, because now you have to, if you have to capture whatever that state was, if you have to capture, and then you have to make a report of that, write it into Excel, or write it into, you can do all that. So if it is somebody who is like you know, they don't really care too much about your things, I mean, you know, what you're doing, the simple data writer is fine. So you use a simple data writer, it will write everything to that data, you know, as a text, and then you can just give it to them, you know. So it all depends, like what. So what I will do is, you know, in my case, yeah, you now I'm not getting into like I don't know if you have paid attention to the fact that you know, I am not measuring any metrics yet. I'm not getting into latency. I'm not getting into throughput. I'm not getting into SLA. I'm not getting into all that, because at the tail end of this, I will of this course, I'm going to be showing you a lot of plugins where I will show you some fantastic listeners that you can add as a third party, and that will blow your manager's head off, because when you see the nice reports that's going to come out because of those third parties. So I'll show you all. Right now, I'm focusing more on how to do these configuration of your scripts and all that, how you could use different test elements and all that. And once we get into measuring it, then I will show you some real good third-party reports which you can produce and then show it to you. I need this info for this week as I'm working on it. So yeah, okay. So in this, this week you can just take whatever, if you want to go ahead with this listeners, you can go with the aggregate graph is good. Aggregate graph is fine. You can take a summary report. That's fine. If you want some flashy reports, then I would say that, use those third-party, plugins if you can. If you already know as how to use those plugins, use them. Otherwise, what I will do is I'll put a quick video, because we have to go and we have to download that, and we hardly have some time in here. So any path or URL that you can, I will share with you the videos. I'll give you those videos I have for these third parties. So I will share those videos tomorrow with you, so you can take a look and you can do that. Okay, so now what we will do is, I don't know if you guys are in a mood to do some coding. Basically what we can do is I can show you some coding where, unless, because I have been teaching, this is, I did like 3-4 classes today. All day I've been teaching. Bring it on. So if you are, then I will go ahead and I will do some coding in here where I will show you as how to do certain things. What happens is, project to project, it all depends on your, the whole team. Sometimes you could be bringing beautiful things, but if there is nobody on the other side to, what do you call, to appreciate your efforts, you will do it once and you will do it twice. After that, you'll say, to heck with it. There's nobody who can appreciate my hours and hours of efforts in there. So what do I care? But there are things which you can do. What you can do is, even though it is not needed, but if you go to a shop, if you go to a place where it's a good team, and then they can appreciate your efforts, then what you can do is you can take tons of data. Because here, right now, in the previous classes, let me just save it, and if you see here, I think day 2, yeah, here it is. On day 2, I showed you here, right? So we got this email and password. We had it in the CSV and the Jmeter login test data. So we took that. So I showed you these are dummy requests. Java requests are dummy requests. So now what you can do is you can pass this email and password, which is sitting in this. You can pass this email and password to our scripts, right? So, but how many are there? Login test data.txt. How many are there? If I go into Jmeter, probably like 3 or 4. So where is that Jmeter? Login here. So this many we have, and it's basically the same copy paste. Now let's say you have lot of data. You have lot of data, which is, let's say, sitting one second, just for the heck of it. Let's say you have something like that. You have something like that. You have lot of data now, and that data needs to be passed. So much of data that needs to be passed. So now there is a need for you to, because maintenance in Excel is little bit easier compared to a CSV, because if you look at this file, where is that? Look at this file and imagine that there's so many in here compared to this file. This is a little bit better for you to maintain and all that, right? So sometimes you have to programmatically, you have to read the data which is sitting in Excel in this script. So you can go in and then you can do things like that. You can add in to it your either your preprocessor, which is going to read everything, bean shell preprocessor, and this bean shell preprocessor is going to read. So for that you have to write the code of how to. Now bean shell coding is very, very close to Java, right? But let's say if you are a Groovy coder, or if you're a VB script coder, or if you're a JavaScript coder, you might want to go in here, and then you might want to use this, and then you might. Yesterday I showed you how to do that. So you would go in there, and then you would use, let's say, VB script, and then you will write all your code in here. You will say set and let's say OXL app equals create object, and in the create object you would say that Excel dot application. Now then you will continue and you will write that kind of a code. This is for VB script. So if you don't want to do that, right, then you could go and then you could use your Groovy coding, and then according to Groovy you will write your Groovy code where you will import your JXL and do stuff like that. So what I am saying is, as long as it doesn't matter what language you use, you can write the code to go and get connected to an external repository, like whatever that external repository is, read the data, bring the data in here, and from here pass the data to a variable which is a Jmeter variable. So you can create user-defined Jmeter variables and pass that into it, and then use it in your script. Wherever you want to use it in your script, you could use it in your script wherever you want to, right? So that's basically we will be getting into as we progress further into the course. I mean, that's little bit of coding, so it's I don't think I can be able to do it in like another 10-15 minutes or so. So what we will do is I will send you guys the code for or not the code, the videos for the plugins to use different listeners, right? You can do that. Now for the as an assignment, see if you can do if you can replicate what I did here. That's good. Can you also replicate something like let's say right? Okay, you go in here, right, and see if you can search for something, let's say iPhone, right? And okay, can you go and then do that? Can you go and then click on any one of this, create a script so that you are searching for a product, and after you search for a product you can randomly click it. So now Amazon pretty much have any product they want. So it is iPhone, it is I don't know, Samsung phone, you have Samsung phones, you have any phone. So you can go and then create a script like that. But I don't want you to do it on Amazon because, when you're running it, as long as you don't put much of a load there, 4 or 5 users, that's fine. But if you go in and then put like hundreds of them, it's going to be a little bit difficult. I don't want to be responsible for that. Yeah, that's fine. If you're writing a Jmeter script for your company website, that's fine. I can. When you do that, email that to me. I'll take a look at it and I will review that and I'll let you know. More than just writing the script, you have to come up with the, having a good understanding of the test case. what basically you are trying to do. Try to have that test case and then basically build, because recording is very easy. You could go and then do whatever you want to do in the recording. The basic thing is you have to go and then you have to start to customize it and see what is the total goal. The purpose of Jmeter is to apply load. But when you're applying load, it has to be a realistic load, because at the end of the day, they are hiring you, they're paying you to be a critic and be a intelligent, review their system, so that you not to kick the butt of the developer, but to give them a realistic solution. Find something, not because you are angry with the developer that you have to find something that they did a bad job or what, and but try and do a reasonable thing and see where it is failing, where it, things are can be improvised and stuff like that, right? Okay, so yeah, I have no problems reviewing that. So what we will do is we'll stop here, and I will send you Naz, I will send you that tomorrow. I will send it to you, and then next week I'm going to be off next week. I have a big commitment for a very long time, so I'm going to be off next week, so there's not going to be classes next week. So unless you guys want to do it during weekdays, I can do classes during weekdays in the evening, if that's what you want. If it is okay with you, if you can do it, then I will do a class sometime in this week. I will do at least one class that we lost. We'll make it up. So today is the 5th class. So the last week class, one of the classes which I canceled, so I can at least make it up in this coming week. So that way we will have finished 6 classes, and then the last 2 classes I will cover some important stuff and good stuff in the last 2 classes. Okay, what's that? Send me the Jmeter Google invite, my login token, etc. Thing. Okay, yeah, I will do that. The theme, I will do that. In fact, I'm going to be doing it today. There are a couple of other students also, because there's a LoadRunner class also going on at the same time. So I have about 6-7 people who have registered for this, but some of them, they are also in the LoadRunner. So there's some discrepancy which is going on. Anyway, that's okay. All right, guys. Thank you again so much. Appreciate you being here on a Sunday evening, and I'll see you soon. Have a good one. Okay, bye-bye. And I'll put this video up soon. All right, take it easy. Bye-bye.